Malibu, prime coastline, sunny weather, and scenic beauty. These combined elements create the perfect setting for some of the most sought-after properties and most exquisite estates found across the entire globe. Perched atop its rolling hills stands a true Malibu icon, Raven's Eye, an architectural marvel designed by the legendary architect Harry Gesner. And it's one of his most unique and boldest statements. I just can't get enough of this home. Look at the frame that we're seeing right now. A trophy estate with 30-foot ceilings, curated decor, expansive glulam frame structure, and panoramic views from the mountains to the sea. It's a one-of-a-kind experience that will immerse you if you take the time to appreciate it. And that's why we invite you to join us as we tour Raven's Eye. Cody, are we doing this?
We're doing it today.
All right, everyone, welcome to the Raven's Eye. This is an incredible property. I'm beyond excited for today's tour, and we're gonna start here on the exterior. Look at this arch opening with all these glulam beams. You have slate floors throughout, and the entry of this property with its architectural lines blends into the landscape so beautifully. And then we have this insane front door with all these rustic hardwares. And then you open up the door to the landing. Same slate floors continue, and it brings you straight to the great room, which is absolutely insane. 30-foot high ceilings, glulam beams, walls of glass facing the Pacific Ocean. And the volume of this room is stunning, and we're gonna go down there in a second. Now, coming back to the railing, to my right, we have a foosball table, coat hanger. I gotta show everyone the backside of this front door because it's insanity. Look at all the details and this locking mechanism, as if I just walked into a castle. This is just so cool. And again, coming back to the landing, we have the views of the Pacific Ocean right in front of us. Now I'm gonna take the stairs so we can go down to the great room. It has an open riser design, curved railing. It actually widens out as it comes close to the landing, and voila, welcome to the great room. I mean, look at this space, seriously. The ceiling height, walls of glass, all these manufactured beams, the way it's framed, it's phenomenal, and we have so many different spaces to cover. First, let's come right in the center so we can check out this exquisite seating area. Gorgeous coffee tables with all these accessories and candles, couches and chairs, and I just love how mid-century modern they are with these stainless steel frames, and this aged leather looks so beautiful. Now let's go to the other side. We have another seating area here, and I cannot stop talking about all the furnishings, accessories, and curated pieces in this house. When you look around, the art pieces, sculptures, and every single piece is unique. I mean, look at the coffee table here. It's aged beautifully. Then you have your candles, books, your fireplace on the other side. And speaking of the fireplace, look at its design. The arch opening that we saw for the entry, they have the same arch here. It's all this beautiful brick, and the same brick continues on the floors, and it actually goes to the back walls as well. And then you have your ceiling height. You have these really cool rustic doors opening up to the side patio, which then leads you to your backyard. And I gotta say, I'm almost overwhelmed with all the details and finishes in this house. And again, I'm really excited for our tour. Now, while we're here, let's cover the specs of this gorgeous home. So we have 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, situated on a 1-acre lot, on the market for $14 million. And I want to give a big thanks to the owner for making this tour possible. As always, you can find more information about this property in the description of this video, so make sure to check it out. And yeah, what do you think, Cody? You've been awfully quiet.
I love it. It's like a French chateau meets medieval palace in Malibu.
Well said. And some, you know, it's also very modern, very quirky, very curated. It's truly an experience being here. And again, just like when you look around, the volume, finishes, details, it's incredible. But let's not forget, you're here in Malibu, and we have incredible views behind this glass door. So it's nice that this level comes with a wraparound balcony. They have the same slate floors also here, glass railing throughout to take nothing away from these views. And speaking of the views, that's the Pacific Ocean. This home is in an amazing location. We're about 5 minutes from Malibu Pier, 10 minutes from Santa Monica, and I cannot believe that it's almost December right now. Weather is incredible. I'm wearing a button shirt. I'm loving it.
I'm loving it too. You can see for miles. The drone shots this morning looked beautiful. And one really cool thing about this property is right across the ridge is another one of Harry Gesner's works.
That is correct. That's Eagle's Watch, and that property is insane. Look at the roof line right there. By the way, we have Armand flying the drone right now also. And that home also gets insane views of the Pacific Ocean. And speaking of Harry Gesner, this is a great spot for you to look up to the house and appreciate his architectural genius. This massive ridge beam right in the center, these glulam beams framing these glass panels, and how it opens up the great room to these insane views. Now, before we move on with the rest of the home, I want to quickly take a second to appreciate the area we're touring today. We're in Malibu, which is home to many wealthy individuals, and many of these homeowners purchase these properties as a form of investment to add to their portfolios. Now, something you may not know is that these portfolios vary between homes, stocks, and even fine art. In fact, nearly 70% of wealth managers say that their clients are considering fine art for diversification purposes. Most likely because it's outpaced the S&P 500 by 136% over the last 27 years, which is a pretty big number. That's why I'm excited to partner with today's sponsor, Masterworks, which is the platform to give the general public an opportunity to invest in fine art. Masterworks gives investors at all levels the stability of an asset with a net zero correlation to traditional equities. Here's how it works. They use their own capital to purchase blue chip art from artists like Banksy, Picasso, and Warhol. Then they break it into shares, similar to how you would the stock market, and you can invest at a level that fits your personal portfolio. Over 888,000 people have joined the platform, and there's currently a wait list. But if you click the link in the description of this video or go to masterworks.art/NS+, you can get priority access, start buying shares, and build out your investment portfolio today. Again, big thanks to Masterworks for sponsoring today's video, and now let's get back to our tour. What a cool property, and I'm really glad that we're getting a chance to tour it and share it with all of you. In fact, now let's go back inside to the great room. What I like about this space is the fact that you have so many different zones. In fact, right next to the seating area, we have this TV nook. It is designed so beautifully. You have these massive beams framing the seating area with this leather sectional couch. Then on the other side, we have the TV unit. You can store all your systems down below, and they frame this section with these massive rustic columns, and they have this reclaimed beam on top. And I mean, seriously, this is one of the corners in the house, and it's so cool with all the candles and details. This is your TV room. It gets better. You can actually close off this section if you want as well. Now, on the other side, we have the staircase going down to the lower level where we have all the guest suites, and we also have a powder bathroom here for this level. Now, let's take everybody to the other side where we have the dining room and the kitchen. But before I cover these spaces, I actually want to turn back and acknowledge this space one more time. I mean, this great room is so incredible. Glulam beams, the volume, how it frames the Pacific Ocean, all these furniture and accessories that they have in this space. It really is an experience being here, and the genius behind all of this work was Harry Gesner. In the world of architecture, he was the maverick of Malibu, a self-taught designer who made his way on his own terms, unafraid to be out of the ordinary. His homes are nothing short of visionary. Striking designs utilizing wood beams, angled facades, walls of glass, repurposed materials, and harmonizing all of these elements in a way no one else did. Whenever I see one of his homes, I see fearlessness. The result is a legacy of iconic homes that inspired the imagination. Homes like Sandcastle on the Malibu coast, where he proposed to his wife on undeveloped land and later built their dream home where he lived for nearly 50 years. And other homes like Eagle's Watch, the Hollywood Boathouses, Cole House, and the Flying Wing House with a design that is set to soar above the Hollywood Hills. And Harry's most famous home, the Wave House in Malibu, floating above the Pacific Ocean and said to have influenced the design of the Sydney Opera House with its unconventional cresting roofs. Harry passed away in 2022, leaving behind a legacy of innovation and extraordinary impact on the world. What an incredible opportunity to see one of his creations firsthand. And I certainly hope our journey to experience the homes of Harry Gesner doesn't end here. Now, this dining room is something else. Obviously, we've seen all those Live Edge coffee tables, and they brought the Live Edge application to this side as well, with the dining table, as well as the bar that's behind me. Every single chair here is different style, and the Live Edge of the table is actually so aggressive. You're basically sitting and dining at different sections, but I love it. It's such a nice, warm touch to the space, and it adds up to the eclectic design of the home. And then we have a chandelier above. Now, Cody, follow me this way. This is crazy. Like, a lot of times when we see these tables or bars, Live Edge is semi-smooth, you know, and this one, they left it as is. You can see the remaining part of the tree here. Again, every single bar stool is different, and if that wasn't enough, they have a barber chair on the other side as one of the stools. Never seen anything like this, and I love it. I think they went with this eclectic style and they owned it all the way. In fact, let me show everyone the kitchen. I also never seen a kitchen like this before. Cody, we're gonna show every single corner. You ready?
Let's do it.
All right, first we have a tool chest as part of your cabinetry. Everything is labeled, literally a tool chest that you would normally have in your garage, but they place it in the kitchen here. And look at all the art pieces or these accessories. They have a James Bond memorabilia here, and they have more James Bond memorabilia throughout the property as well. Then you come over here, look at this rustic cart with this cup display, your stone countertops with a chiseled edge sink. You have a window section here facing the backside of the home where you can actually see the hillside. And Cody, let's get a close up on this section. I don't know what kind of a cart this is. It's rustic, it's cool, but somehow it works for this space. And before I go any further, Cody, let's get a close up here also. I gotta sit on this barber chair.
That looks pretty good on you.
Thank you. This is super cool. I don't know how to react to this, but I just think this house is so unique, and the way it's furnished, it really makes it one of a kind. Now on the other side, another rustic workbench with a cart down below. I mean, I can keep going with this tour. Then they have a ceiling mount pot rack. Your gas stove is on this side. They have these really nice knife holders that are attached to the backsplash, rustic light fixtures. Look at the wood glass ceiling. Like, I'm literally pointing out the things I see. I'm probably missing some already. Small seating area here, shelving with more accessories. They even have a small balcony here. In fact, Cody, let's step out for a second, because this is a really cool angle for you to see those massive glulam beams that actually cross through the great room. They are bolted all the way to the lower level, and we're gonna get a closer look at them once we're at the backyard. But I wanted everybody to see this section as well. You get a good sized balcony off of your kitchen. Amazing. Now on the other side, we have the Sub-Zero fridge, more cabinetry, some built-in appliances here, and this steel concealed door actually opens up to your garage. And check this out, this house also has a secondary access to the garage. So you technically have two different entry points to this home. Pretty amazing. Harry Gesner did a phenomenal job with this home. I'm beyond excited. I can't stop pointing out details, but now let's go outside so we can check out that amazing backyard. This is an interesting place for us to start the backyard tour, because I want to show this sculpture to everyone. They have a Terminator sculpture here, and it looks so cool. I've never seen a piece like this in a residential home. What do you think, Cody?
To see that, yeah, in a residential home is crazy. I mean, you see these kind of sculptures in like Venice Beach, but in a personal residence in Malibu is pretty cool.
It is, and it's like every corner you see in this house, everywhere they have these like Easter eggs. You would have never assumed walking off of your seating area in your great room, you have a piece like this, but they have it here. Now, on this side, you can also see the retaining wall that holds the hillside that's on our left-hand side. And looking down, we have this side deck area that is super cool. Also, on top of us, you can see these massive glulam beams. I mean, seriously, what an amazing space. staircase brings you down. You have a nice seating area here, bar on the other side with book-matched stone. You have the grill, cooktop, sink. There's an additional retaining wall here with planters. It's a really, really cool space where you can just enjoy the views and be outside. But for me, what makes this space so cool are these glulam beams. We saw them at the Great Room. These are actually the same beams that extend to the exterior of the property and bolt to these massive foundations that are on top of caissons, essentially concrete foundations that go all the way to the bedrock. And the way they manufacture these beams are so cool. They're basically 2x materials stacked on top of each other with a lot of glue in between, and then they also have these unique connections so they can get them to whatever length you want. Once they glue these beams together, they can actually bend them and stretch them to a shape that you would desire. You can basically get them custom made, and then they go into an oven, get sanded, and then they get stained, and this is the final product that you get. These beams also add a ton of architectural value to a lot of different structures, especially if you can use them cleverly and leave them exposed like they did in this house. They also have a metal flashing on top to extend the lifespan of these beams. Personally, they look incredible. I love them. In the past, when I was a contractor, when I was a developer, I actually used a lot of LVLs and glulams, and they are fantastic materials. Now follow me this way. Before we check out the pool deck, which is down below us, I actually want to bring everybody to the side. If this home, with its architectural lines, its pedigree, and its location wasn't iconic enough, they also brought a 1957 Airstream to the side of the property as a cool space to hang out. Cody, does it get much better than this?
I don't think it does. My dream is literally to live in an Airstream right on the beach.
I think this is an amazing touch to this home. In fact, let's go in. It's this really cool studio space. And what a phenomenal area for you to sit down, listen to music, read a book. You even have a window on the other side where you can see the ocean. I mean, this is so cool, and I think this Airstream complements this property extremely well. It's like having a sculpture or an art piece at your backyard. Seriously, amazing. Now, on the other side, we have the same staircase that brought us to the side deck, also brings us to the pool area. We have the seating section here with an eggshell chair and the views of the Pacific Ocean. This is so beautiful, and I just love how this deck is integrated part of the hillside. We have beautiful landscaping all around us. It's extremely private, and yeah, you get to enjoy the Pacific Ocean. We're actually really, really close, but yet we don't hear the noise from the PCH, but you feel very close to the ocean, which is very, very important. Now, let me come to this side so we can look at this gorgeous, inviting pool. You have white plaster, mosaic tiles, your relaxing jacuzzi, some built-in seating on the other side, and obviously the house is towering right above us right now. Those sliding glass doors open up to the lower level where we have all the guest suites, and that's where we're going next. Now, follow me this way. Just like the house itself, even the deck has a lot of organic curves. In fact, look at the railing here, how they curve this section beautifully. Some lounging beds. There's also a staircase that takes you down to the lower level where we have this really open zen outdoor shower area, and there's also a deck that continues to the other side, which we'll see in a second. And I just can't get enough of this home. Its architectural lines. I mean, look at the frame that we're seeing right now. And while we're on this subject, I want to tell the story of this house really quick. It was built in 1997, and the current owner bought it in 2008. Now, when he acquired the property, it was looking a little bit different than what we're seeing today because the previous owners remodeled it to their taste. So when he got the property in 2008, he called Harry Gesner, brought him on site. That way, both of them can work on it together and bring it to its original design and its original potential. From what he told me, Harry really enjoyed working on the house again and seeing his full vision come to life. And even more interesting part of that story is the fact that the current homeowner saw this house at an old beer commercial back in the day, and it really got his attention. So years later, for him to come to Malibu, find the same house, acquire it, and bring Harry back on site to bring this house to its full potential is just a really cool story. And I'm really glad and appreciative of the fact that we are now part of that story as well with this tour. And with that, we're done with the pool area. Now let's go to the lower level so we can see all the guest suites. Now on this level, we have 3 guest suites, but before we cover those spaces, I want to acknowledge this open shelving design here with all the books, accessories, and memorabilia. It's like a nice welcome to the lower level. Now the first bedroom suite starts here. It's actually really spacious with polished concrete floors, king size bed, bedside tables. You have sliding glass doors opening up to a wraparound balcony that we saw from the pool deck. And it's also nice that you have some casement sections down below for some ventilation. Great natural light coming in, fireplace on the other side to warm up the space with a small seating area, TV above. You got a lot in this room. Now it gets better because over on this side, we have the full bathroom. They went with more darker tones in this space. You gotta appreciate the polished concrete sink that's floating. Dark tiles on the floors continue to this side where we have the walk-in shower. But to brighten up the space, they use these massive marble slabs to design the shower. You have your rain head above, really cleverly designed window that brings natural light, and this window actually faces the patio, which we're gonna see next. Follow me this way. Back to the room. We have some built-in cabinetry on this side, and then this door opens up to the side patio. Now we saw the same section on the other side where these massive glulam beams were bolted to the concrete foundation. Well, this is the other section, but it is nice that they provided an outdoor seating area for the guest suite here. You get the views of the Pacific Ocean, and this staircase takes you down all the way to the outdoor shower area, which then also leads you to the pool deck. Now with that, we're done with this section. Let's jump back to the landing so we can continue our tour with guest suite number 2. Again, same polished concrete floors, really nice art piece on this side. And welcome to the guest suite number 2. This room is so unique. This entire built-in section is made out of steel, and then we have the bed nicely recessed in the center. I'm gonna go up there. I mean, it would be amazing to stay here overnight, open up your sliding glass doors, enjoy the views. Look at these industrial light fixtures, and they also painted this room a little bit dark, so it just has like a cozy and a little bit of a muscular feel. What do you think, Cody?
I think it's really cool. It's a really good use of space. With the bed size like this, there's not a whole lot of room to walk around, so why not just walk around above it?
Exactly, they just kind of owned it. And they built the steel frame to fit the entire room edge to edge. I think it's super cool. It's creative. Comparing to the rest of the house, it makes sense. You would almost expect a cool room like this. Now next to me is the bedroom suite number 3, or the primary bedroom. Off of the entry, we have beautiful hardwood floors, small desk, sliding glass doors opening up to that wraparound balcony. Room gets great natural light, and the entry flows you straight to the bedroom itself. Of course, we have a massive king-size bed. Even the headboard design or the seating area that's right in front of the bed are all live edge with wall sconces. You have a wall that curves, fireplace on the other side with a small seating area. And Cody, why don't you tuck all the way there so we can show everyone what it feels like to wake up in this bedroom. These are the views you get, and it's fantastic. 2 sliding glass doors, massive picture window right in the center with casements on the bottom. And I know I said this is the primary bedroom, but technically the first guest suite that we toured can also qualify or can be the primary bedroom as well. That one gets a private outdoor seating area. This one opens up towards the views a little bit more. Now follow me this way. We gotta check out this bathroom. Cody, stay right here because that's where we have the built-in tub. It's actually open to the bedroom, which is super unique. You can enjoy the views straight from the tub. And on the other side, we have the walk-in shower with natural stone finishes, mosaic tiles on the floors, 2 sinks, closet that opens up to a circuit walk-in closet for additional storage. Really, really cool. Now the last part of this bedroom suite is the wraparound balcony. Cody, why don't you go out from the other side? I'll go out from here, and there you go. You have this amazing outdoor space that faces the Pacific Ocean. And I gotta say, I really enjoy spending time in this property and learning about it. And now, let's see this place at dusk. All right, everyone, that's it for the tour. Hope you'll enjoy this video. Without a doubt, one of the coolest homes we've ever toured on our channel, and it was amazing to spend the entire day in a home that was designed by the legendary Harry Gesner. I also want to give big thanks to the owner for making this tour possible, and as always, you can find more information about this amazing listing in the description of this video, so make sure to check it out. Now lastly, if you enjoyed our tour, give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.